Hi, all my friends. Okay, so we're in chapter 12 now. Did I mark that? Yeah, okay. And yeah, I want to get going, so I want to get a couple more. Time is it? I cannot see with these glasses. Okay, anyway, I better get going. All right, chapter 12. This is a thanksgiving for the mercies of God. Just short little chapter, 6 verses is all. It says, "And the day thou shalt say, O Lord, I will praise thee. Though thou wast angry with me, thine anger is turned away, and thou comfortedst me. Behold, God is my salvation. I will trust and not be afraid. For the Lord Jehovah is my strength and my song. He also is become my salvation. Therefore, with joy shall ye draw water out of the wells of salvation. And in that day shall ye say, Praise the Lord, call upon his name, declare his doings among the people, make mention that his name is exalted. Sing unto the Lord, for he hath done excellent things. This is known in all the earth. Cry out and shout, thou inhabitant of Zion, for great is the Holy One of Israel in the midst of thee." Chapter 13. The burden of Babylon, which Isaiah the son of Amos did see. Lift up a banner among the high mountains, exalt the voice unto them, shake the hand that they may go into the gates of the nobles. I have commanded my sanctified ones, I have also called my mighty ones for my anger, even them that rejoice in my highness. The noise of the multitude in the mountains like as of a great people, a tumultuous noise of the kingdom of nations gathered together, and the Lord of hosts mustered the host of the battle. They came from a far country and from the end of heaven, even the Lord, and the weapons of the indignation to destroy the whole land. Howl ye, for the day of the Lord is at hand. It shall come as a destruction from the Almighty. Day of the Lord, okay. Day of visitation, okay. Therefore shall all hands be faint, every man's heart shall melt. They shall be afraid, pangs and sorrow shall take hold of them. They shall be in pain as a woman in travaileth, that they shall be amazed one at another, their faces shall be as flames. You know, I just don't think that this should be taken literally. But I'll keep reading. Behold, the day of the Lord cometh, cruel, both with wrath and fierce anger, that lay the land desolate, and he shall destroy the sinners thereof out of it. For the stars of heaven and the constellations thereof shall not give their light. The sun shall be darkened in his going forth, moon shall not cause her light to shine. And I will punish the world for their evil and their wicked and for their iniquity, and I will cause the arrogancy of the proud to cease, and will lay low the haughtiness of the terrible. I will make man more precious than fine gold, even a man than the golden wedge of Ophir. Therefore I will shake the heavens and the earth, and shall remove out of their place the wrath of the Lord of hosts, and in the day of his fierce anger. And it shall be as the chase roe, and as the sheep that no man taketh up. They shall every man turn to his own people, and flee every one into his own land. Every one that is found shall be thrust through, and every one that is joined unto them shall fall by the sword. Their children also shall be dashed to pieces before their eyes. Their houses shall be spoiled, and their wives ravished. Behold, I will stir up the Medes against them, which shall not regard silver, and as for gold, they shall not delight in it. Their bows shall also dash the young men into pieces, and they shall have no pity on the fruit of the womb. Their eyes shall not spare children. And Babylon, the glory of kingdoms, the beauty of Chaldees, excellency shall be as when God overthrew Sodom and Gomorrah. And it shall never be inhabited, neither shall it be dwelt in from generation to generation, neither shall the Arabian pitch tent there, neither shall the shepherds make their fold there. But wild beasts of the desert shall lie there, and their houses shall be full of doleful creatures. Owls shall dwell there, satyrs shall dance there. Wild beasts of the islands shall cry in their desolate houses, and dragons in their pleasant places. And her time is near to come, her days shall not be prolonged. Chapter 14. I can't read the small print, so I'm going to have to do that later, add it into the video. Do keep praying for our government, for our people to do the right thing, to do their jobs, and to serve the people. For the Lord will have mercy on Jacob, and yet choose Israel, and set them in their own land, and strangers shall be joined with them, and they shall cleave to the house of Jacob. And the people shall take them, and bring them to their place, and the house of Israel shall possess them in the land of the Lord, and servants and handmaids, and shall take them captive, whose captives they were, and they shall rule over their oppressors. And it shall come to pass in the day that the Lord shall give thee rest from thy sorrow, and from thy fear, and from the hard bondage wherein thou wast made to serve. And thou shalt take up the proverb against the king of Babylon, and say, How hath the oppressor ceased? The golden city ceased. The Lord hath broken the staff of the wicked, and the scepter of the rulers, and he smote the people in wrath with a continual stroke. He that ruled the nations in anger is persecuted, and none hindereth, and the whole earth is at rest and is quiet. They break forth into singing. Yea, the fir trees rejoice at thee, and the cedars of Lebanon, saying, Since thou art laid down, no feller is come up against us. Hell from beneath is moved for thee to meet thee at thy coming. It stirreth up the dead for thee, even all the chief ones of the earth. It has raised up from their thrones all the kings of the nations, and they shall speak and shall say to thee, Art thou also become weak as we? Art thou become like unto us? Thy pomp is brought down to the grave, and the noise of thy violas. The worm is spread under thee, and the worms cover thee. How art thou fallen from heaven, O Lucifer, son of the morning? How art thou cut down to the ground, which didst weaken the nations? For thou hast said in thine heart, I will ascend into heaven, I will exalt my throne above the stars of God. I will sit also upon the mount of the congregation in the sides of the north. I will ascend above the heights of the clouds, and I will be like the Most High. Yet thou shalt be brought down to hell, to the sides of the pit. They that see thee shall narrowly look upon thee, and will consider thee, saying, Is this the man that made the earth to tremble, that did shake kingdoms? They that made the world as the wilderness, and destroyed the cities thereof, that opened not the house of his prisoners. All the kings of the nations, even all of them, lie in glory, every one in his own house. But thou art cast out of the grave like an abominable branch, as the remnant of those that are slain, thrust through with a sword, that go down to the stones of the pit, as a carcass trodden under feet. Thou shalt not be joined with them in burial, because thou hast destroyed thy land and slain thy people. The seed of the evildoers shall never be renowned. Prepare slaughter for his children, for the iniquity of their fathers, that they do not rise, nor possess the land, nor fill the face of the world with cities. And I will rise up against them, saith the Lord of hosts, and cut them off from Babylon, the name, the remnant, and son and nephew, saith the Lord. I will also make it a possession for the bittern and the pools of water, and I will sweep it with the besom of destruction, saith the Lord of hosts. The Lord of hosts has sworn, saying, surely as I have thought, so shall it come to pass, and as I have purposed, so shall it stand, that I will break the Assyrian in my land and upon my mountains, tread him under foot, and then shall his yoke depart from them, and his burden depart from off their shoulders. This is the purpose that is the purpose upon the whole earth. This is the hand that is stretched out upon all the nations. For the Lord of hosts hath purposed, and who shall disannul it? And the hand is stretched out, and who shall turn it back? In the year that the king Hazaz died was this burden. Rejoice not thou, whole Philistina, because the rod of him that smote thee is broken. For out of the serpent's root shall come forth a cockatrice, and his fruit shall be fiery, flying serpent. And the firstborn of the poor shall feed, and the needy shall lie down in safety. And I will kill thy root with famine, and he shall slay thy remnant. Howl, O gate, cry, O city, thou whole Philistine art dissolved, and thou shalt come from the north a smote, and none shall be alone in his appointed times. What shall one then answer the messengers of the nation? That the Lord hath founded Zion, and the poor of his people shall trust in it. Okay, I'm going to stop there. Chapter 15. And it will talk about the state of Moab. Okay. And we will do that tomorrow. So, happy Tuesday to you. I always like Tuesday. And since I was born on a Tuesday. Anyway, thumbs up, like, and subscribe. Leave me a comment. Love to hear from you guys. Love to know who you are. Okay, have a great day. Talk to you later. Bye.